Good morning, Bordertown, and Raid, and all the other lovely ladies and beautiful dudes out there. How are you all doing today? I am pretty good myself. I've booked Rotos. I am just kind of waking up, so I'm a little bit out of it. And actually, that's kind of a fib. I didn't fully book Rotos. I left one off the A1. So, question for you all. Do you think it's worth using a book to max out the damage on the A1, or is the A1 not so relevant? I'd like to hear from anybody who thinks they're an expert on Rotos, or anybody who just likes their opinion and likes to write opinions. Anyway, let's go to the arena. Let's do some live arena with this newly booked Rotos. Getting all the cooldowns off the abilities should really help. I already had the abilities off cooldown, or the 2-turn cooldown on the A2 for Rotos, so it may make no difference at all because I was already favoring the A2 on the first turn often. So here we're dealing with KJ Bonds. Will this be a good way to showcase Rotos? I don't know. I'm going to start with Sun Wukong and Duchess. And I'm going to save UDK and Rotos for the next pick. Okay, I get them. Cool. So let's take UDK, let's take Rotos. And I'm frequently using a 4-man team in Classic, where I bring Sun Wukong, Rotos, Duchess, and Pythion. I've really been liking that. He's got these block revivers that kind of makes me nervous. I could block one of them. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll just block this guy and try to go around more to Macabre. And this is actually the 4-man team I'm using because he's banned Ultimate Death Knight. So this is a great showcase of this team that I've been working on uh, in Classic. I'll take the speed. That's probably the only thing that's really relevant. I mean, there is some turn meter manipulation that can happen. So maybe the resist would be useful, but I'm going to go with the speed. But if stuff goes wrong, this Mortu Macabre is just going to be murdering people. And of course, Baron hits like a truck, so I don't know. Gotta hope for the best. Okay, so I get to come in with... Uh, hmm. Okay, I am gonna knock him down first. And I'm gonna try to take some health from her. Even though I can tell he's got more, I don't want to hit him yet. I wanted to really feel like I had control over that fight. So, was it worth getting that last book in Rotos? I can't tell. That fight was too short. With Rotos' A1, I find you got to get lucky with it because he's got that 25% chance to get to go again, which is a pretty good chance. I do like the idea of putting him in Relentless. That's what some of the recommendations are. There's Relentless, there's Swift Parry, which I've been thinking about it. I've got it up there in the notes. But I don't have the best pieces for it, and I find he's been doing really, really well in lethal. So I can't have Duchess. I guess I'll have to settle for these two. I might want a second revive blocker at this point. I don't know. At least I don't have to worry about him bringing in Sun Wukong. So I probably still want Pythion. And I could even bring in Uko. I could bring in Elva. She's not as sturdy as I would want her to be. I could even go with Mithrala because she does give me that coveted increase attack. She makes the team tougher. She makes the team better. It's hard to argue against that. I'm going to go for it. I'm also probably going to block Georg at the breaker just because he gets going, everybody's dead. I don't know how to deal with that. He'll probably ban either Ultimate Death Knight. No, he might ban Mithrala. Okay, he's banning UDK. So I can live with this team. Maybe I want the resistance. Or do I want the accuracy? I'm going to go with the accuracy. Because accuracy equals resistance on Mithrala. So even if he kills my Pythion with bombs, Sun Wukong should have enough time to come back around, and he'd have more accuracy. But I do get to go first. That's a pretty big advantage, because I can just make it so those bombs don't work. Was not expecting to go first. I guess his Arbiter is just too much faster than his other champions. This happens to me when I take Arbiter with the wrong champions. It's the big problem with Arbiter. At least if you make a speed Arbiter, which seems to pretty much be the meta. So I get my increased attack going. I get my increased defense going. I'm under block debuffs. How are you going to get through my front line? I'm tempted to try to do it this way. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. Good game, Ludabar. I mean, why prepare to do what you could do right away, right? Heretic. I'm already getting that impatience again. Like, come on, go, make stuff happen. This game just has that effect on me. Everything takes so long. Um, well, you got Arbiter, so obviously you want to get going quickly. So I will take my two best picks. I have still yet to switch around the gear on Pythion. I'm still not sure if I want to do it. But I'd basically be giving Pythion Duchess's gear, and I'd be giving Duchess maybe some of Pythion's gear, maybe some new gear, I'm not sure. I want them to still both have stone skin. So we'll take Rotos and UDK. Please. And thank you. But it occurs to me my Pythion could be 70% stronger and maybe a little bit faster. And I actually haven't attempted Amius the Lunar Archon in a couple of days. I haven't even bothered trying. I've been too busy. But I am aware now that there are completely crazy comps. Like if you just go into your game and you can look at what the records are now, they are hilarious. People doing it in 2 or 4 turns. Maybe I'll just take another reviver. This team of 5 seems to be really solid. Um, Maybe getting rid of Kymar is the best idea. Or maybe getting rid of one of the nukers. Let's get rid of your Carl. So I'll take the speed, because I don't think we're going to have enough resistance anyway. I mean, we might. We very well might. Why not? This might be a mistake, but I'm gonna try it out. Well, seems to have worked so far. Dang, locked out. Okay, well, maybe Rotos will start by hitting Kymar? I already feel like I probably should have gone for the speed. Wow, just countered. Bam, extra turn. Ah, good game, Heretic. That A1 is hitting plenty hard now. So I could put one more book in it for an extra 5%. So again, I guess I put to you, do you think it's worth that final book? Because there are lots of partially booked champions on the account. You always need more legendary tomes. You can never get enough of them. Can't acquire them fast enough to book up the champions. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it this way. So I'm expecting a super duper tough team this time. Wow, you got Arbeus, you got Taras. Well, let's bring Pythion and Mithrala. I think this is the way to go again. And I don't like the look of that guy, so let's get rid of an Ithwi. I'll take the speed. So I'm thinking their strategy should be to take out Pythion as quickly as they can. Mine should be to take out Duchess as quickly as I can. Although she's really, really well protected. Maybe I'll risk this as much as I want to clear this fear off, so I don't get the 50% chance to not attack. I'd rather have the increased attack on everybody. Maybe I'll target him first. No, didn't matter. Okay. Do I want to put up the block debuffs now? I'm not sure. Holy cow. Okay, well, no reviver for me. Uh, Try this again. So, I appear to have been turned to stone after, I guess, Mithrala tried to turn someone to stone. Does it get reflected by our base? Is that how it works? I think there may be no way for me to win. So I have to target our base. Can do a lot of damage to her at least. Um, do that. So let's try to take some help from Taras. Now we don't have Rotos. So I think this is going to be my final chance here. Really, if we can't take out Duchess, we can't do anything. Oh, we won't even get the chance. So good game, whatever your name is, Korean dude. I actually, if I ever notice that they're Korean, I can try to guess what their name is, because in Korea they've got only like three surnames, right? You got Sung, you got Park, you got I don't know, Sun Park and like one other name, and that's it. I'm exaggerating a little, but there's a lot of that. Of course, you could say the same thing for say Canada or the United States. Most of us are named Smith, Jones. Yeah, I'm gonna go Sun Wukong. Yeah, in Canada we have like five different last names: Smith, Jones, um, Fox, Bieber, and Fillion. Those are all the last names we have. You probably recognize those names in some of your favorite celebrities. So you're taking Ultimate Death Knight, so I can't have him. And I'm tempted not to use Rotos now. That is fair enough. I'm going to go for Mithrala. I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for Ramen 2. I'm going to go for the good old bomb paradigm. So I'll take Nishak and Gaius the Gleeful. This is it. This is the way to go. So I'm not seeing any cleansers. So if I see one here, I'll just eliminate it. Otherwise, I think Uko would give us the most trouble. And it's Duchess. And I figured she'd give us the most trouble, so I'm just going to eliminate her. We do have the Polymorph. Plarium, when are you going to get on Polymorph? When are you going to get on that? So I think we want the accuracy just to make sure our stuff lands. With Sun Wukong, I find the speed is a great aura, but you don't need it because part of the best thing with Sun Wukong is for him to cut in when he's dead. So he's just going to cut in. I mean, it might benefit you to have a faster team yourself so that he cuts in and goes after your third person rather than their third person. Because he still revives but has to wait for one person to go. At least it seems to always work that way. Youch. So this is all going to come down to the bombs. And we got to get kind of lucky here. I think we got lucky-ish. And we still got to get through UDK now. Hmm. Oh no, he survived. That is bad news for us. Well, can I get a lucky shot here? No, not even close. It was a weak hit. And now we're on decrease attack. This is very bad news. So good game, Slavon. So here we go. 5 more fights. And he's taking Sun Wukong. Okay, so I'll take Duchess and Ultimate Death Knight. I think I'll take Rotos and Phenax. Who's my other person I want to reserve though? I could bring Helikath. I do like this idea too. We could also bring Mithrala just in case he's extra accurate. This is probably the way to go. Probably. Oh, you know what? Uko. I want to go with Uko. And you know what? I should have picked Uko last. Because now I might see more Two Macabre. Okay, so we'll go with Phenax. And who's the most bannable champion here? We got Sun Wukong. Getting rid of him gets rid of an obvious problem. They could all get to be a problem, though, honestly. I think I'm still going to go with Sun Wukong. So I'll take the Speed Aura. Hope for a bit of favor from the RNGs. Maybe help us out a little. Get off a few lucky provokes. It's been a while since I've used him. I think he's in a provoke set. Frequently you see him in a stun set, which is very annoying to get hit with, but the provoke is even likelier to happen. That's part of why I like it. Um, I've also got him in 2 pieces of Frostbite, I think. So it can kind of cycle through stuff very quickly. Ugh, dead already. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Alright, so she has to use her turn reviving people. Well, let's get this increased attack going. Let's see if I can delete her. Excellent. So that's one less nuker to worry about. This guy's still a huge worry, though. Oh, maybe he's more accurate than he is strong. It'll be a while before I can revive my people, though. But I think he has no more AoEs for at least one turn. So that gives Fenax a chance to come in, knock someone else out. I don't know if he can really take this guy out in one hit, though. And go for the AoE. Yikes. Shaped. Of course I get shaped. Okay, well, I'll keep picking on him. Why not? Okay, seeing hits like that, I'm thinking he might not be able to get through my Duchess. So I'll revive my people. So what's the damage? Oof. Right back down. Wow, and this sheep, just look at it. Look at it last forever. My poor Fenax has been a sheep like forever. This could be a very long fight. But I feel like this is a fight where he's playing keep away. Sooner or later I'm just gonna revive my people at the right time. They'll be able to take out his Staltus, and that'll be it. But maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep going back and forth. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on trying to hide him behind a veil since I need to revive the party anyway. I feel like everybody's just gonna get knocked right back down. Can't be helped though. So come on, let's see it. Yep, there it is. Everybody gets knocked down again. Oh, looks like we might be in a bit of a stalemate. It's unfortunate. This is the sort of place where I'd offer a draw. He's not he's not putting a dent in my Duchess. It just isn't happening. Even under weaken. Let's see. Is this enough? He's under increased defense. She's under weaken. There was a weak hit in there. So the timing needs to be I gotta revive them when he's not under increased defense. Which is now. Well, this is not ideal, but so even when he's not under increased defense, he seems to have enough damage to hit the others. Um, oh, actually, this should be good. Because we could just revive him under block damage. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. So maybe I will pick on... it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This gives me an opportunity to try to plunder some health. And really, I think it makes the more sense to try to take it from her. Is that going to make him tough enough? Time will tell. So let's see, we're 7 minutes in. I mean, at this rate, if I only get one good attack off from him every 7 minutes or so, this would probably still be a draw. He's under increased defense. Maybe I'll just hold off. Just hold off on the revive. Does he know I just held off on the revive? And it sort of feels like I'm cheating already because my Duchess is effectively invincible already. She's at full health. So I'd offer him a draw, but honestly, I think he should resign. I think I've got it. because I think he has no win condition. Taking an awful long time there, buddy. All right, so let's get everybody up. So has he gone AFK? Is that what's going on here? Or is he just deliberately trying to make this last as long as possible? All right, I could probably take somebody down. I might even be able to take him down. No, not even by half. Could try to get him behind a veil then. I'll take more health from Arbiter on the next turn. It's the best guarantee. It's the only really guaranteed HP pilfer that I can do. Come on, Adramelech. If your strategy is to wait out the clock, you're losing. I'm really beginning to think that's Adramelech's strategy. Of course, you realize by doing this, Adramelech, you may not realize this yet, but the more popular my channel gets, the more there's going to be an opportunity for people to see what a prick you are for dragging this out like this. That's on you, man. That's not on me. And then he goes immediately. So, has he gone AFK truly? Nope. Still there. Still trying to drag this out. So, any of you still with me? How bad do you want to see me beat this guy? So I once again want to wait for this increased defense to go away. I think there are a number of things that we can hope for from RNG to make things a little better. One, anytime they put up buffs, Uko can always steal them. Particularly cool would be if he steals Staltus's increased defense. This is also one of those instances where getting Rotos and Swift Parry really would be clutch because it would mean that every now and again he just doesn't die. He can then cut in, maybe pilfer some more HP, maybe just straight up take someone down. Okay, so I do get to keep some of my people. Pilfer more HP. I don't know if he's going to survive keeping him behind a veil even because of that damn double shot. Nope, not yet. And maybe never. So that's what 2 critical hits looks like. About 40,000. I mean, if the stars align for him, he might actually be able to chew through her. Maybe that'll give him renewed vigor. So let's get the party back up. Yeah, Rotos is not going down anymore. Um, so I'm gonna try to take her out. Ooh, I get an extra turn. Right on. Let's see if I can pilfer HP from you. Just moving in on you, Adramelech. At glacial speed. Ooh, look, I survived. Cool. I might be tanky enough to just make it now. Um, Maybe I'll start with her. Just knock her down. And I'm gonna try this again. Ooh, got him. Alright. We're almost there. We're so almost there, I can taste it. I can get the party back up. It is over. It's over, Adramelech. You cannot hold me back. And you're still not resigning. Fine. Deleted. You have no win condition now. Give up. Won't give up. Why won't you give up, Adramelech? It'd be pretty hilarious if he manages to hold me off now, though. You still got a good you still got a good 12 minutes. Can you hold me off for 12 minutes? If he could, he would. He's made that clear. I think at this point I'd like to say, people out there, um, Particularly those playing in the arena. Never try to replace skill with just being a jerk. It sucks. It's not effective. Here, let's try to take that. We can't. We don't have enough accuracy. I should have at least 400 accuracy on this dude. Whenever I see whenever I see a support champ that seems to be super resistant, I just think, okay, if you're that resistant, you're probably not that tough. And these numbers popping out of him, the 3,600, that's even lower than what I get out of my Pythion, so this is really not a particularly tough Pythion. I mean, he's tough enough. So let's go for the big one. Boom! So, I'm gonna say good game, Adramelech. But was it? Were you really being your best self in that game? If you're to be honest with the rest of us? Because there is something to be said for etiquette in this game. You need to be your best self, both in terms of skill, gearing your champions, but etiquette, it's important. It's important. Okay, Demo B, you're bringing in Harima, my least favorite, most wanted champ. My response probably should be Sun Wukong. I think I do want Duchess. I don't know. Duchess is just not good against her, but you know what? She might be the one I ban. Unless I see a Warlord, which I'm more or less expecting. Oh, you're bringing in UDK. Okay. Um, we'll bring in Mithrala. Might even try bringing in a Bomber. Could also bring in Leorius. Could also bring in Helicath. Any of a number of champions. I mean, there's a lot of choices. The Rat King could be a mistake, but I'm going to bring him. I'm worried that I'm going to see a Mortu Macabre or just something that makes me regret having picked the Rat King. So what's the damage, Demo B? It's a Mortu Macabre and a second cleanser. Oof, okay. So at this point, I'm thinking maybe we kind of pivot. I pivot on Rotos and I ban UDK, which Demo B can probably predict, which means he's probably just going to ban Rotos. But I don't know. He could ban anybody. These are all bannable champions in one way or another. Duchess, that's a good call too. So I think I'll go for the accuracy. Or do I maybe even want to go for the attack? or the speed. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like my chance of making it through here is very low. Harima is such a horrifyingly good champion. All I want for Christmas is Harima. So I get the drop on now. Man, not enough accuracy though. Hmm. So let's get this going. I think I want to try to go through her. They knocked down my Rotos though. I mean, that's it. It's good game. Sun Wukong might be able to come back from the brink. Wow, this is bad news. This is very, very bad news. Uh hmm. So I can come in, do that. I didn't even knock her down. He may already have a peril. And it didn't work. But I think we're still doomed. It's hilarious that he got 2 weak hits. That like keeps us maybe just ever so slightly alive. So we can try to steal a bunch of buffs. Maybe I'll go for more to Macabre. I can hide behind the stone skin one more turn. Against all the stupidity of what I've done so far, I still appear to have counterplay. So let's see. How about this? Wow. That did less damage than I was hoping for. All right, no more Rotos. Although I'm a little surprised he didn't go for Sun Wukong. I don't know, maybe that's not surprising. They're both good champions. I think there was no exactly wrong call there. I maybe have one more chance to bring in Sun Wukong. So this is it. We could try to get tanky. Wow. Just so close and yet so far. Because even as close as I can get them to the brink, this Pythion is clearly super duper tough. So that's it. So good game, Demo B. That was a good proper ass kicking. And see, that's what we want to see. We want to see either, I mean, preferably we want to see me kicking their ass, but if somebody's ass is going to kick, at least let them kick my ass. Easy time. Is that a ruse? Is this a trick? Are you really going to be an easy time? I somehow doubt it. If you're in gold 2, you are not an easy time. It's a fib. It's as the French would call it, un mensonge, un blague. Okay. Give me Duchess? Give me Pythion. No. Give me Ultimate Death Knight. I do want Pythion and Rotos. The Ultimate Death Knight is to deter a Rotos, but of course, you could still pick them. And then just ban my Death Knight. Of course, if I really wanted Rotos, I could just pick a Rotos and plan to ban his Death Knight. I feel like it's never a great plan to just know you have to ban someone. This is already kind of frightening looking. Hefrak is maybe my number two most wanted champion. I would love to pair a Hefrak with Sun Wukong and or Nogdar. There's so much great stuff going on there. So let's see. I think it has to be one of the two nukers here. Because of my experience with the last Stultus, I want to ban the Stultus. And then basically I just want to favor killing the Hefrak first so we don't have to deal with the passive, but also if we don't even really need resistance, do we? So let's just go for the speed. If we have, I could even go for the defense. Maybe that's the right tactic. It'd just be tough as nails. I'm gonna go for the defense. I'm expecting this half-rack to be behind Stone Skin, which is the way I would build him. Even though he can hit harder when he's in something else. I feel like Stone Skin is the way to go. And actually, if you have the right pieces, you can probably get away with a nice lethal set with a Stone Skin subset. So he's going to put up his Jester move. And I'm just going to get behind a Veil. So I think we should be okay. Even though he's going to increase our cooldowns. That's kind of annoying. So we'll have to wait that out. But I think this is going to be another war of attrition. But I will say I called it. Easy time? That's a lie. That's just a straight up misrepresentation. It is misinformation. It is a misdirect. It is a misdemeanor. A misanthrope. A missile. Youch. Okay. Let's get Rotos back in there. Oh, and look at that. They are eroding his max HP too. I wasn't paying attention to the blessings. Well, let's get some shielding going, some healing going. All right. So I have to kind of want to just use the A1. Yeah, how much damage does this do? Ooh, cool. I did get the extra turn. That's very nice. I want to steal the max HP from him, though, because he's got more. She's got even more. She's the one I should be stealing from. I didn't see how much I gained from that, but I did see 60 thou get knocked off, so. So who knows? So let's see, we're 3.5 minutes in. I'm hoping easy time doesn't give us a really hard time by doing what Adramelech did. Adramelech. So I can come in with this again. Do want to steal more max health if I can. I can get behind a veil, get an increased attack. Maybe if I get enough damage going, I can just straight up take him out, even if he's under unkillable. I can use that other move, but I'm dead again. I'm dead again because that Hefrak is a pretty strong contender. But this is what I like about Duchess and Pythion together. They neutralize so much damage, even just between the two of them. Imagine what it would be like if you had Duchess, Pythion, say Ursaga from the Barbarians. I don't have her. She's another one I would really like to have. And then I don't know, some fourth champion that reduces damage somehow. There are a bunch of them. I can't really think of any that would be meta for the arena. Like I'm also thinking of, oh, you know what? We should use this one. I'm also thinking of Venomage and Geomancer. You don't really see either of them in the arena a lot though, but they do also have that built-in damage reduction. But anyway, the way that you can layer damage reduction in this game is ridiculous. You can stack it on top of more damage reduction on top of more. So you get really high defense going. Your defense could be neutralizing 80% of their damage. Then Duchess can neutralize another 25% of the damage. Then Pythion can neutralize another 25% of the damage. And you can see how that very quickly reduces it from like, okay, so now they're doing 20% of the damage. Now they're doing 15% of the normal damage. Now they're doing 12% of the normal damage. Now they're doing 10% of the normal damage. Uh-oh. Okay, so do I have enough? Yes, I do. Oh yeah, and it triggers that. Oh no, what have you done, Gavin? What have you done? Good game, easy time. You got me. I got so excited that I could take somebody out. I completely forgot about that passive. Hefrak is a great champion. What a great champion. And that was not an easy time. So I'll start with Sun Wukong for obvious reasons. Interesting. How much you want to bet he's going to bring a Rotos? So I'll go for Duchess and Pythion again. And I'm not actually even 100% sure what my total strategy is going to be. I could use Rhonda. She's good at punching through UDK. Um, when I see this, I actually think Mithrala is a very good response to all this. Who's my next? Maybe I need somebody else that can also strip, like Uko. Problem is, of course, I haven't brought a second nuker, so I do need a second damage source. That's going to need to be somebody. Not really sure who. Oh, we could even bring Fenax. I'm a big fan of that Fenax. We'll go for Fenax. So what I'm thinking is maybe ban Sify. If I ban Sify and he doesn't have anybody else that can block debuffs, this could cause major problems for this team. So that's what I'm going to do. Of course, maybe I should get rid of Rotos, come to think of it. Because if I get rid of Rotos, he's going to have a very hard time. Of course, now I can't. Yeah, now I see why it should have been Sify. Because now if he gets up block debuffs, I'm going to have a hard time getting anything going. I could still take the accuracy. I'm not even sure what I want now. Maybe I want the resist just to lower the chance of my cooldowns being increased. Really should have gone for the Sify. Now I'm kicking myself for that. Because now, of course, I kind of have to hit that Sify. Or at least I have to find an opening somewhere, which probably has to be UDK, who's likely to be the slowest on the team. We can't strip buffs from him. And so I'm thinking I may have a devil of a time beating him, but I'm not totally sure he has much of a chance of beating me either. And that's what brings us to this awkward point where I can't really of good conscience just resign because of how awful this fight is going to be, because that's kind of both our faults, really. But I can try to chip away at everything this way. Slowly but surely erode everybody's defense. I definitely want to hit Helicath as much as possible because my wager is Helicath is where most of the damage is coming from. I wasn't even keeping track of how many fights I've got left today, but this could well be the last fight of the day. And even if it's not, it is. Well, he may actually have a good chance of just straight up murdering my team with a really good Helicath. I think he's actually got a pretty sound strategy. He's probably got Life Harvest on. I'd guess Emic, possibly Sify. I wasn't paying attention the time before. So let's see. Well, whatever hit that I do, it's going to end up hitting him. Ultimate Death Knight. He's doing a pretty good chunk of damage with that increased defense, but I am not I am not certain that it's the end of the world. Let's put up some block debuffs so we can reduce the number of siffy sleeps we have to worry about. And my poor Pythion, he is definitely, I can actually hold off on this. He is definitely not as tough as Duchess is. Not by half. So I'd love to get him there. I don't even think I need this yet. Well, you know what? Sure, go for it. I really do like this team, though. I mean, I have a bias. I run a very similar team myself. So maybe I can, of good conscience, just resign. He might even have it. It could take a while. I'm at least gonna run Duchess's revive. Because she puts the heals on everybody, and she's actually under Miracle Heal. So whenever she heals HP, it actually gets rid of some of this. But yeah, I'm gonna have a tough time getting going. I respect this team, so I am going to resign. Even though I'm not 100% sure I'd have lost that. I don't feel like it. And also there's 13 minutes left. Let's see what else we can get up to. So good game, whoever you were. I'm sorry, I forgot the name now. But that was a very good team. I actually wonder if any of the people that I ever fight are going to end up watching this channel and what they might think about what I have to say about them. Usually, I have positive things to say, but not some people. Not mentioning any names. Adramelech. I'm kidding. It's not like you're the only one that behaves badly in this game. Um, well, we gotta wait out the clock again. So let's see. Plarium, Taras, Marichka, Polymorph. These three things, they need to get nerfed. And Burrito, I know you find it annoying when I say that, but it's true. You know it's true. And the thing about nerfing Taras, I'm not talking about a super duper hard nerf. He'd probably be exactly the same, but you just scale down the damage that comes off his attack a little more so that maybe it does a little bit more damage without any buffs, but not as much damage with all the buffs. Just kind of lower the amplitudes in either direction. Because it's ridiculous, especially now that there are other champions that introduce the new one of the new champions. I forget which one. He just came out. He's in the new wave of champions, and um, he's got a mechanic that increases damage with all the buffs that are up. Again, it's just more damage coming on. So pairing him with a Taras is just going to be insane, insane damage. So I'm going to take Duchess and UDK. That's who I want. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking this could be another speed team, so it might be another opportunity to use the Halakath paradigm. And to be fair, I do still have time to decide that that's what I want to do. It'd have to be Mithrala Halakath as the last two. Or we could go for Rotos. Yeah, I mean, now that I'm seeing Harima, I don't know. I mean, I could ban the Harima, but we'll take Rotos. I'll take Pythion. I really like this team. I think I've taken this team at least for half the fights today. And it probably accounts for most of the wins. We can go over that at the end. So we're also dealing with Mashald. This is an easy ban for me. Harima, she's a nightmare. Means I am still dealing with two nukers, but they're not tough. So we're losing UDK. I'm not even sure. Oh, you know what? It's because of Mashald. Mashald really doesn't want UDK there. So maybe I'll take the resistance, just expecting. Uh-oh. What's going on here? It's not letting me pick my leader. Let me pick a leader. I want him. The game's gonna force me to take somebody stupid, isn't it? Actually, the game will probably just pick Sun Wukong. Yep. Oh well. I would have liked that extra 60 resist game. We're gonna get outsped anyway. But we will get an opportunity to at least cleanse the debuffs once because of the stone skin. Okay. Why not just hit somebody you can knock down? Oh, I guess he's expecting to do this anyway. Heartless Blitz. Well, let's see if we get lucky. Oh, yeah. So, let's have Duchess put up her buffs. Pythion will want to cleanse. One of these days, when I see Mashald on the enemy team, I want to have the wherewithal to bring Inquisitor Shamail. I think that'd just be a fantastic idea. Anyway, good game. So, let's check the battle logs. So, we used this team to get a victory here. This was a different team. This was kind of the same team. We got defeated, but this was a really good team. And actually, I resigned, but still good. This was an off-brand team. This was off-brand. Off-brand, off-brand. And this was the team, this was the team, this was the team. So yeah, it's really looking like that's the team. Like these are the five. You basically want these four and Ultimate Death Knight. So where does that put us? Oh yeah, and I didn't even count 5 to 5. That's par. We're at 1893. And I think that's it, everybody. So thanks for joining me. See you on the next video. Take care of yourselves.